Introducing Juicy, a new chapstick brand and product hitting the shelves soon. Juicy is aimed at females aged 18 to 30 who have been effectively targeted through the chapstick branding and advertisement. The brand has been called Juicy as that is how the consumer's lips will feel after using the brand's product. And, as you'll see at the end of the advertisement, it takes on a more of a sexual and sensual feel, and the word juicy can sometimes have a sexually implicit connotation. This is done to further market to the brand's target audience as they are more likely to buy into a sexually implicit advertisement. The product itself is designed using the colours red, which represents sexuality and passion, and black, which represents mystery and the feeling of the unknown. This relates to the core concepts of the brand, which are represented through the product advertisement. The colours are also seen throughout the advertisement to not only create the same feelings, but also relate back to the product. The advertisement utilises intertextual and extratextual framing, which is used to communicate the intended meaning to the intended audience. This also relies on the audience's cultural knowledge, which is key to understanding the advertisement itself, which was discussed in Module 5. The first frame in the storyboard is a black screen which goes for 2 seconds. The black screen is used to create a feeling of mystery and to hook the audience in, as they will want to watch more to understand what the advertisement is about. The second frame displays a woman from the chest up to her nose and goes for 3 seconds. The figure itself is a sign as it conveys meaning. The frame begins by playing the classic song from the movie Psycho. The intertextual framing of the music wouldn't make much sense without the extratextual knowledge of where the music is from. If you hear this music without the knowledge, then you would think it's just a strange song, and that would be the denotative meaning. But if you know where the music is from, then you know that it symbolises something frightening and something to be afraid of, which is the connotative meaning as mentioned in Module 4, which discussed denotation and connotation. We want the audience to feel frightened by the dry and chapped lips that can be seen in the frame, as this will make them want to buy our product to avoid this. This song was used as the target audience for this product is assumed to understand due to their cultural background, age, and extratextual knowledge. The frame also has the colour black placed around the edges which then fade into white. These two colours are related but opposite in meaning, therefore an example of binary opposition, and this was discussed in Module 4. Binary opposition was used to place emphasis on the figure in the middle of the panel and to communicate the idea that this advertisement is most likely about this figure.
The third frame, which also runs for 3 seconds, is very similar to the second one. The only difference is that it is more zoomed in. The frame also features the same lighting and for the same reason, which is to put emphasis on the figure. At this point in time, the intended audience are expected to start to think that not only is this advertisement about the figure, but it might be about the figure's lips, as the dry and cracked lips have become more visible. The fourth panel runs for approximately 3 seconds. As previously mentioned, the binary opposition combined with the color association song and now the obvious sign of the figure, it can be concluded that the brand content is about the figure. However, the meaning is not definitive to the intended audience. Continuing on, frame 4 is the classic psycho horror song. However, this frame solidifies the horrific unknown thing that is being signified. The frame only contains 2 signs, the lips themselves and also the comical flakiness of the lips. This then solidifies that the lips of the figure is what the brand is conveying meaning about. The fourth frame shows the lips looking overly flaky and cracked, which may be common sense that they are dry. However, the intended audience will only understand this feature of the lips from extratextual knowledge. It is not definitively known what the product is. The fifth frame of the advertisement features the lips screaming with comical letters saying "ah," the written representation of a scream. The mouth action of the scream also has the classic psycho theme scream accompanying it. Combining these, again tell the intended audience that the dry and cracked lips are horrifying. Extratextual knowledge that the intended audience is expected to have of the psycho scream is that the scream is of horror, not a scream of delight or pleasure. However, with the meaning being conveyed from previous panel and the signs in the panel solidify it is horror. Finally, the sixth frame, the brand's content is solidified as a chapstick advertisement. Frame 6 features a hand holding a chapstick, a halo, binary opposition, and a heavenly sound. The hand holding the chapstick, or what the intended audience assume is a chapstick from extratextual knowledge, is surrounded by a binary opposition, showing that the chapstick product is the new focus. The chapstick has a little comical halo, which throughout extratextual knowledge, the audience can assume the brand's product is heavenly. This is backed up by the comical heavenly sound. Overall, the 4th, 5th, 6th frames give more context as to what the branded content is talking about, chapstick.
Frame 7 shows the model once again with dry and cracked lips, however this time she is beginning to apply Juicy lip balm. This follows on from the frame before as the lip balm has a connotative meaning of a guardian angel coming to save her from her cracked lips. The background colour of the ad has changed to red, the colour which is associated with passion, sexiness and love, all feelings that are appealing to the target audience and create positive association to our product. As the model is applying the juicy lip balm, the song Oh Yeah by Yellow begins playing. The audience must use their extra textual knowledge of this song in order to understand the meaning and association to the product. The popular song is immediately recognizable and complements the brand's meaning that when you use this lip balm, your lips are not only juicier, but you also feel sexier. Frame 8 shows the model's lips transitioning from dry and cracked to juicy and plump after the application of juicy lip balm. The new and transformed lips are focused on for 3 seconds, putting emphasis on the lips and once again showing the audience what juicy lip balm can do for your lips. Frame 9 includes 5 seconds of the logo and the slogan for the product. This gives the audience ample time to digest the information in this frame and make connections to the brand. The slogan, "Don't be dry, be juicy," is a syntax as the words are purposely arranged in a way that creates meaning for the target audience. If you were to swap the word dry out, for example, the slogan wouldn't make sense and the meaning would be different. The slogan also uses binary opposition in order to make the meaning obvious to the audience. The words dry and juicy are a pair of related terms that are opposite in meaning. In this context, the word dry has a negative connotation, in contrast to juicy, which has positive connotations for women and is something that the audience desires for their lips. The logo is an icon which clearly demonstrates our overall brand. The J represents our brand name Juicy, with the lips tied in with the letter J to clearly connect our brand to the product. Semiotizing a product into a brand involves using Denesi's brand wheel to assign a name, logo, slogan, design, and advertisement which relate to the brand's meaning to make the consumer feel sexier after buying our brand's product. We have successfully done this through our advertisement as each specific step demonstrates our brand's meaning and therefore appeals to our target audience.